While playing the Five Nights at Freddy's games, reading the books, watching the movies, or playing around with your figurines, you at some point had to wonder what kind of animatronic you would be in this world. Well, wonder no longer, because you will now get the answer to that pesky little curiosity through this game I made. This video is here to help you create a self-insert animatronic-sona for your fanfictions, tabletop fan games, or if you just want to create an anthro-robo-character for yourself. It'll also be fun just to compare what animatronic class you belong to with others' results. Let's briefly go over the animatronic classes you can possibly get. 1. The First Chance from Five Nights at Freddy's 1. 2. The Funtimes from Five Nights at Freddy's sister location. 3. The Mediocre Melodies from Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator. 4. The Afton Springlocks from Five Nights at Freddy's 3. 5. The Rockstars from Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator. 6. The Murray Springlocks from Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic. 7. Trash and the Gang from Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator. 8. The Toys from Five Nights at Freddy's 2. 9. The Puppets from multiple Five Nights at Freddy's games. 10. The Murrays from Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic. 11. The Glamrocks from Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. 12. The Withereds from Five Nights at Freddy's 2. 13. The Phantoms from Five Nights at Freddy's 3. 14. The Scraps from Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator. And 15. The Nightmares or Twisteds from Five Nights at Freddy's 4 and Five Nights at Freddy's The Twisted Ones. Now here are the rules of the game. 1. You're going to need a 6-sided dice and something to keep track of your score. This can be a piece of paper, notepad, and or a note-keeping app on your PC. 2. Choose one of the multiple answers to each question as honestly as possible. Then write down the score each answer is worth. 3. After answering all the questions, add up all the scores your answers are worth into your total score. 4. After adding up your total score, take out the 6-sided dice and roll it. If it lands on an even number, divide it by half and add it to your score. If it lands on an odd number, add it to your score unchanged. 5. Compare your total score with each animatronics type score near the end of the video. Whichever one is closest or matches your total score is the animatronic class you belong to. 6. Most importantly, don't cheat and have fun. Let's begin. Congratulations, you just got a job at Fazbear Entertainment. What position did you apply for? A. Stagehand, 12 points. B. Daytime Security Guard, 18 points. C. Manager, 3 points. D. Supervisor, 6 points. E. Nighttime Security Guard, 9 points. F. Mechanic, 15 points. G. Any position that was available as long as you get to work with people or customers, 21 points. 2. One of your best friends calls you up after work or school to hang out. How would you prefer to spend time with them? A. You and your friend plan on hanging out with a small group of friends, 18 points. B. You and your friend don't know what to do because neither of you planned ahead, 12 points. C. It's your way or the highway, they have to do what you want, 6 points. D. You would prefer to do the things you want, but your friend can suggest stuff too, 9 points. E. Party time! Get as many people together as possible with snacks, drinks, and living it up, 21 points. F. You don't care what you and your friend do as long as it's just the two of you together, 15 points. G. You don't need any friends, you're a lone wolf, 3 points. 3. Your co-workers at Fazbear Entertainment need your help with a broken down animatronic during opening hours. How do you respond? A. You tell them you wouldn't be much help because you don't know how to fix robots, 9 points. B. Decline by telling them you have no idea how to fix it, 6 points. C. Join them willingly but inform them you wouldn't know much about animatronics, 12 points. D. You're a natural mechanic and are willing to help, 15 points. E. Mouth off your coworker and tell them to fix it themselves, 3 points. F. You lead the rescue effort, informing everyone on what needs to be done, 18 points. G. You treat the animatronic like a patient, talking to it like a therapist if it's active during the repair, 21 points. 4. Congratulations, you were chosen by the Dread Unit for Employee of the Month and will receive a complimentary gift basket, small portion taken out of your check. This is one of those times where it doesn't glitch up, so which one do you choose? A. The cash basket, 3 points. B. I don't need a basket, my hard work and full paycheck is its own reward, 21 points. C. Exotic butters, 15 points. D. The fruit or veggie basket, 9 points. E. The basket full of autographed pictures of Roxanne Wolf, 18 points. F. The Fazbear Entertainment merchandise basket, 6 points. G. The flower basket, 12 points. 5. You just found out your boss likes wearing bunny costumes and suspect they get up to shifty activities in their spare time. What will you do? A. Ask if you can join them. It's better than getting on their bad side and losing your job, 6 points. B. Pretend you don't know anything and ignore everything your boss does, 9 points. C. Fight them head on, not caring who witnesses. If you lose your job, your reputation, or life, 21 points. D. Ask your co-workers and find out what you can while avoiding them, 12 points. E. You are the boss, wearing the bunny costume, 3 points. F. Devise a complex operation to expose them while trying not to get exposed yourself, 18 points. G. Confront your boss and try to talk them out of it, 15 points. 6. You are staying overnight at Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex. What are you doing there? A. You volunteered to work overnight just to spend time with your favorite Glamrock animatronic, 12 points. B. You sneaked in to have a good time without paying the ridiculous prices and nicked some merchandise, 6 points. C. You're not here by choice. Some maniac in a rabbit suit kidnapped you and you're trying to escape, 15 points. D. You volunteered for the night shift to uncover what's really going on with Fazbear Entertainment, 18 points. E. You sneaked in and rebooted an animatronic in safe mode for your protection, risking your life to take down your bunny suit wearing boss's operation, 21 points. F. You have plans to take over the Pizzaplex and Fazbear Entertainment while disguised in a bunny suit. The animatronics will make wonderful minions after you take control of them, 3 points. G. You're just doing your job, taking the night shift, and it's not that bad, 9 points. 7. You find an orphaned child locked in a Freddy Fazbear's Pizza after closing. How do you deal with this encounter? A. You call the police on them and have them arrested, 9 points. B. You kick the brat out without a second thought. They're not interfering with your plans, 3 points. C. You befriend the child and keep in touch with them even after protecting them in the pizzeria, 18 points. D. You adopt the child and always protect them with your life like any parent would, 21 points. E. You keep the child in the office all night to make sure they're safe and deal with them in the morning, 12 points. F. You protect the child all night to make sure they can escape in the morning, 15 points. G. You ignore the child and hope the problem takes care of itself, 6 points. Optional bonus question. You found a weird technologically advanced bunny mask that allows you to phase through walls and solid objects, become invisible to security systems and animatronics, and make digital code become physical reality. What will you do with it? A. You were told to find the mask by your boss and do your job with it, handing it in after you're done, 12 points. B. You use the mask sparingly to help people, becoming a bunny costume vigilante, 18 points. C. You hand the mask in to Fazbear Entertainment, trusting they will know what to do with it, 9 points. D. You explore the place where you found the mask. Surely there was a reason why you found it here, 15 points. E. You start a revolution with it, leading the people to revolt against Fazbear Entertainment and all overreaching super rich corporations as a bunny mask wearing resistance force, 21 points. F. You put your long awaited plans for world domination into action, 3 points. G. You use the mask to go anywhere and take what you want, 6 points. Now take out the 6-sided dice and roll it. Remember, if it lands on an even number, divide it by half and add it to your total score. If it lands on an odd number, add it to your score unchanged. Now that you have your score all added up, let's find out which type of animatronic you are. 1. If your score is from 21 to 29, you are an Afton Springlock. You are dark, selfish, and only care about achieving your own goals in any way possible. While not completely irredeemable, you only see the value in those you can use and only know how to manipulate people. You know how to get ahead in life, but don't have many, if any, friends. Others are afraid to get close to you because they fear that you'll leave them feeling absolutely crushed. 2. If your score is from 30 to 38, you are a nightmare or twisted one. You are selfish and lash out at everyone when you get upset, but are also a victim of circumstance. You don't know how to deal with the hand you were given or the environment you were created in. You have your guard up all the time and only know how to attack others because of the way people treat you all your life. You don't know who the real you is and follow orders if you have to, but you are willing to take a chance at a better opportunity if it presents itself. 3. If your score is from 39 to 47, you are a member of trash in the gang. You're not much of an animatronic, but you don't have to be much of anything to be satisfied. You're a follower and go with the flow. You don't need to be a leader. If a good deal or opportunity presents itself, you'll take it, but you don't feel the need to improve your situation. Some people like you for who you are, and you have a small group of friends. That's all you need to be happy. 4. If your score is from 48 to 56, you are a scrap animatronic. Most of the time you feel like broken junk, but that won't stop you from trying to achieve your goals. You are patient and can wait in the background for the right moment to strike. As soon as an opportunity presents itself, you will jump at it. You'll even try to strike while the iron's hot before anyone else can. Some people find you interesting and you're easy to get along with, but they might have to rope you in or give you a controlled shock every once in a while. You're also not above using your friends if you have to. 5. If your score is from 57 to 65, you are a Funtime. You are absolutely full of yourself and take pride in your shiny exterior. You feel trapped in your current situation, look for any opportunity to improve it. You can befriend and manipulate anyone to get what you want from them. This doesn't always mean you'll betray them in the end, because as long as they're useful, you'll keep them around. 6. If your score is from 66 to 74, you are a phantom. You like scary movies, horror games, creepy stories, and Halloween is your favorite holiday. You enjoy hanging back in the shadows, but don't mind popping in from out of nowhere from time to time. Although people do like you, you tend to only keep a small group of tight-knit friends who are into the same things you are. You love pulling pranks and freaking people out, just as long as nobody gets hurt. 7. If your score is from 75 to 83, you are a puppet. You are all about protecting others and making them feel better, but are afraid nobody will like you because of the way you look look and act. You stay hidden and out of sight until you are either called upon or wherever you are becomes too eerily quiet. If there is danger, you are not afraid to act upon and rush into it, even if you're not strong enough to deal with the situation. You are afraid of making friends, but the friends you have made are really close to you and you'd be willing to do anything, even forfeit your own existence for them. 8. If your score is from 84 to 92, you are a withered animatronic. You may look big, scary, and incomplete at first, but when people actually get to know you, they think you're pretty cool. There is no malfunction or missing parts that can possibly stop you from achieving what's most important to you. You will always get up and do what's important, even if others try to stop you. You might even rush down a straightaway and tackle your problem head on. Some might see you as being too aggressive, but those who know you label this as you just being assertive. 9. If your score is from 93 to 101, you are a toy. To most, you are adorable and fun to be around, but also come off as a bit intimidating at times. You might even act a little too forward and a bit tsundere with your crush, but hey, you're just trying to find your true love. Even when you're falling apart and putting yourself back together, most people still find you adorable. However, as soon as someone you care about is threatened, that's when the mask or fake eyes and beak slips off, and should anyone you care about actually get hurt, you act completely possessed and whoever was responsible will wish they were never born when you get a hold of them. 10. If your score is from 102 to 113, you are a Generation 1 original. Worn, rough, and serious, but somehow still the cutest and most huggable thing ever is how most would describe you. You can be a little rough around the edges at times, but everyone who knows you describes you as a giant walking, talking teddy bear. Still, nobody should underestimate or mess with you because you become completely different and a little quirky at night. You like to ambush those who wronged you when they least expect it and surprise attack them from the dark. However, most don't see this side of you as you try your best to hide it from them. 11. If your score is from 111 to 125, you are a mediocre melody. You might be a bit clumsy at times, but you never mean anyone any harm. Your bumbling nature may get you in trouble sometimes, but everybody knows you mean well. Some might even find you to be an excitable chatterbox who loves the sound of your own voice, but you're not above asking someone if they're okay, even if it's not the right time. Even if you are gullible enough to be manipulated sometimes, you always do everything in your power to make things right after. While you might not be the star of the show, you are the one people cherish most fondly. 12. If your score is from 120 to 137, you are a rock star. You are loud, proud, and think you're the star of the show, but that's not because you're selfish. You just believe everything you have to say is interesting and love being the center of attention. Most love watching or listening to your wild antics, even if they think you can be a bit much at times. You might even expect compensation or payment of some kind in return for your good deeds, but you just know your worth and will even let things slide sometimes. However, if someone tries to trick you or bothers you or your bird too much, you might just jump into action and leave them with a nasty surprise. 13. If your score is from 129 to 149, you are a Glamrock. You were made to be a parent because your primary directive is to keep children entertained and safe. You might be full of yourself rage a bit if you're having a really bad day and appear gullible sometimes, but you are unshakable when it comes to protecting children and those you care about. You'll even risk getting shattered or sacrificing yourself to protect everyone important to you. If you're not already a parent, you always try to be your best inside and out to attract someone who can help you make that come true. 14. If your score is from 138 to 161, you are a Murray animatronic. You exist to serve and take charge, always willing to offer an open hand to those who want it. The only way you are corruptible is if there is the slim chance that someone, or more likely something, is directly controlling your actions. The way you want to help people might be a little unorthodox and you can be quite repetitive, but you are nearly as indestructible as your will. Most people think you're dull and look forward to doing business with you. Just be sure nobody you know doesn't make any deals with managers who tell them they just love wearing bunny costumes to birthday parties. 15. If your score is from 147 to 167, you are a Murray Springlock. Your will to look out for others is completely indestructible, and even when broken down, you can keep others safe. There is no corrupting you, and everybody knows they are safe and secure when you're around. You are not afraid of taking on evil or the corrupted all by yourself, or even using yourself as a shield for others. Even when you do break down, nearly everyone else is willing to build you back up to see you in action again. Those who are evil and corrupt pretend you don't exist or hope you don't notice them because they are afraid of what you can do with the support you got once your sight is set on them. Many look up to you even if you can't see it yourself and hope you never fall from grace. Alright, so what animatronic are you? Were you happy with the results or do you think they were a little off? Are you and your friends and family comparing with each other what type of animatronic you each belong to? Most importantly, I hope you had fun. If you made it this far, that makes you my shining star. See you later.